What's going on, everybody? We are doing a Dominaria United draft booster break today. I'm going to a pre-release this weekend. Can't wait to get my hands on this set, get to play it. I've done a lot of collector breaks over on Whatnot, which, by the way, in the description down below, there is a link to Whatnot on there. And if you use that link, you'll get free $10 in credit to buy either a booster pack or grab a free single or use it towards a single. That's a little bit more that you've been looking for. But anyways, we're going to get right into things here, guys. I don't know if you've had a chance to open this set. The Timeless Lotus is extremely hard to hit. And the Liliana seems to be just about the same. The Saga's very cool. And yeah, so that's where we're at. We got a Rada Drawback of Urborg and a Bird. But so far, so good with this set. I'm really enjoying opening it. I would say it lands somewhere on the excitement scale for the Magic community between Kamigawa and Streets of New Capenna. People aren't quite as excited as they were for a Karn Living Legacies start things off with a timely interference. People aren't quite as excited as they were for Kamigawa with this set, but they are not as disappointed as they were with Streets of New Capenna with this set. So kind of somewhere in between there. They made the Lotus extremely hard, as I mentioned before, and an Impulse in foil with a mountain in the back there. I'm not sure if you can get the full art stained glass lands out of these, but we'll see. This is my first experience with the draft pack. Like I said, I've opened now 14 boxes of the collectors, and in my experience, okay, so you can get those full art lands right there. Those lands are commanding quite a premium, but in the 14 collector packs, I'm kind of rambling all over the place. You know, guys, as I do this more and more, I will get better at being a little bit more structured. But what I was saying is I've opened 14 of the collector packs. And in those 14 packs, we got a foil mountain. I hit 9 Legends cards. I think I'm kind of an anomaly because those came out of 2 sealed cases. So the majority of those were in a sealed case, and the rest of them came out of a non-sealed case. We got a Carpulsan Forest in full art there. And the other 2 came from a loose case, so extremely high odds. Obviously, it's only supposed to be 3%. And I at least feel personally that it was a bit higher than that. Now, like I said, though, one thing that I did notice is extremely hard to hit is the Timeless Lotus. I've been watching a lot of breaks on Whatnot, and in about 6 cases, I think I was the only person to pull a Timeless Lotus, which was absolutely crazy because I don't know if they purposely made it that hard to hit, but I don't think the demand for the Lotus will be as much as it was. There's a Llanowar Loam Speaker and another full art land right there. I don't think the demand will be there the same way it was for the Jeweled Lotus. Obviously, the 5 colors limits the number of commander decks it can go in. It's going to be standard legal, though, and I think there's ways to obviously activate it much faster than people think. Relic of Legends, that's a great uncommon, actually, in my opinion. I'm going to keep that one right there. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at that card. Quirion Beastcaller for the rare there and a Goblin, but let me read it real quick. Let's take a quick pause. Add 1 mana of any color. Tap an untapped legendary creature you control. Add 1 mana of any color. So this is essentially a mana rock, but in addition to being a mana rock, it turns all your legendary creatures into mana dorks. So very cool mana rock that they added in this set. I think that one is gonna, age very well. I personally picked up a couple in foil. I was having very bad luck opening them in the collector boxes, so that's why I went for it. Rith Liberated Primeval for our next mythic right there, and an island. You know what? Let's do something else, guys. I apologize. Let's separate the mythics into a separate pile. So we got 1 mythic there, and I think we hit 1 other one. Yep, Karn right there. So we're going to leave the mythics up right there. Mythic rare is here, and our regular rare is there. Hope I'm doing this pretty quick. I was watching my collector box break, and I was like, oh my gosh, Omar, what are you doing? It took 20 minutes to get through 12 packs. But in all fairness, guys, those collector boxes, extremely, extremely hard packs to open. They destroy your fingers. Please, for the sake of anyone opening these, use scissors when opening those packs. It will make life much easier. All right, let's churn and burn through these packs here. If you are looking to see what this set is, I would recommend looking at the spoilers. I'm trying to just go through these sets, kind of see what kind of hits we get here in the draft packs, and hope I hit a Liliana for myself. That was something I was really hoping for. I unfortunately have had no luck doing that, Bone Splinters is a cool card. I love those low-cost removals when they add them into sets. Wingmantle, Urtai, the Resurrected, and a Power Stone token there. That's created by Karn himself. One of the Planeswalker abilities there. Yeah, so who is going to a pre-release event? I think this set is going to be probably one of the better sets to draft, in my opinion. That's another very cool removal. Cut down Astor and a Swamp with a Soldier token. Yeah, it's definitely going to be very, very enjoyable to draft. It looks like there's a lot of fun mechanics. Power-wise, obviously, people are a bit skeptical. What cards will see meta play and how they'll age. The Defilers, those are cards that people are also speculating on. Temporary Lockdown, great card right there in the rare slot. Tala's Lookout and an Island. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I think Defiler of Vigor is like one of the big Defilers that people are very, very excited about. As far as rares go, Djinn, and Haughty Djinn as well as another one. Golden Argosaur. I actually did not see very many of those in my collector openings. I want to say maybe in 14 boxes, I only pulled about 2 Golden Argosaurs. Another card that's been very, very elusive in the set that I'm just remembering right now is Karn's Silex. That card has been extremely hard to find. This is a commander people are looking to build. There's a Haughty Djinn, as I said that, and another full art Plains. Very cool. I'm looking to collect all these. I really want to put all the stained glass mountains in my Goto CEDH deck. So very, very excited when I pull a mountain. Obviously, it's a lot harder to do that in other decks that are non-mono because you are just running so many different types of lands. A lot of like dual lands, crowd lands, things like that, where not as many of the plain basic lands are in there. Let's see here, and we are going into an Archangel of Wrath and a Swamp in the full art. So it seems like you can hit these full art stained glass cards in here, but you cannot get them in foil, or it might just be very, very difficult to hit them in foil in the draft packs. Najal, the World Spell for our 3rd mythic of the box, and a Swamp. So 3 mythics so far. We are through a pretty good chunk of the box here. Obviously, I'm just not opening in a very good manner. But I feel like the mythic count is quite low overall. The Elder Dragon War for the Saga right there, and a Mountain with a Sand Warrior. Love the Sand Warrior token. I love that art. I'm Egyptian myself, so maybe that's why. Maybe I have a slight allure towards that, or a bias, I guess you could say. Prices of the box. I guess let's talk about that. The set is holding pretty well on the open market. Sphinx of Clear Skies for our 4th mythic right there in a Merfolk. Overall, though, I do feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, I don't feel like the set is going to blow the top off the market or anything anytime soon. Not the same way Kamigawa did when it first released and just took off. We have not hit a single foil rare, by the way, guys. So something to note there. I just did not, I did not picture the set doing that. I don't think it has the hits or the drive that Kamigawa did. Squee, Dubious Monarch, and a Rulik Warren Chief with another full art in the forest. You can tell my organization sucks. I have a regular land right here over my stained art lands. Why? Don't ask. Just because I am poorly organized. I am burning through this draft pack, or this draft box, faster than I did. Oh, what did I miss there? Salvage Mana Worker. Faster than I had for the collector pack. Jahira in the non-foil, and then we hit a land. Did we not get a foil in that pack? I guess we didn't. So I'm glad that I see the timer's going well there. All right, here we go. Yeah, so collector boxes I think are like $250 right now, which is a bit surprising. I honestly feel like they may come down a little bit. It's something, like I said, that will age similarly to Kamigawa and Streets of New Capenna, but only time will tell, and we'll see how things go. And that's just kind of the Braids Frightful, Heirloom, and a Danitha Benalia's Hope. Very cool card there. And there goes our first foil rare with the Sten Paranoid Partisan. 1 in the box so far. Yeah, it's just the feeling I'm getting as I was selling on Whatnot for pre-sale was that the drive just wasn't the same as it was for Kamigawa, and it wasn't the same as it was for Streets. It was somewhere in between. And that's why I kind of... Oh, Plaza of Heroes. This was a card I was actually really hoping to hit. I love the effects on that card. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to see this in spoiler season, but it says add 1 colorless mana. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this only to cast a legendary spell, which is your commander. So you can use this to cast one of the colors for your commander, so it's multicolor. And then you can actually, if you float 3 mana, you can protect your commander from some sort of removal if someone is attempting to remove it. Unfortunately, it will sack the land, but it is essentially a way, if you do not have a counterspell to protect your commander, to have one on the board. There's a lot of cards like that in this set that I think are going to add a interesting... Urborg Lorgoyf there are going to add an interesting dynamic to gameplay. Another one very similar to that, where it hits the board and it protects you, is that Merfolk. I am forgetting her name, but when you sacrifice another Merfolk, then you get to essentially counter a spell. So it is a on-the-board counter spell. And there's our first Defiler, Defiler of Flesh. The Defilers, if you're not familiar, those turn your mana into Phyrexian mana of that color. So Defiler of Flesh is the black one. It'll turn all black mana into Phyrexian mana. And obviously there's a Defiler in this set for every color identity. Obviously not multicolor, but you know what I mean. Shadowrite Priest and a Llanowar Green Widow. Okay, so we got kind of poopy rares there. There's another Forest in the full art and a Soldier token. So overall, I would say our rare slot was not there. 4 mythics in the box. Gosh, that seems a bit low, but let's see if we get anything more than that. I feel like typically Wizards tries to give us at least 5 per box. I mean, 4 can happen on the low end. We'll see if it plays out that way, though. Aether Channeler, that is a great rare. Another one of the big hitter rares, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but just my thoughts. I know the Gorilla Shaman is a very sought-after mythic. Let's see if we hit one of those to close things out. I'm really hoping here for one more mythic before we end. Defiler Vigor, great Defiler card as well. The Vigor and the black are probably the 2 most sought-after ones. I know some people are also saying the white one, but we'll see. Vigor, I think, is sitting around, like, in pre-sale, some ridiculous amount, like $30. Idyllic Beachfront, Knights, Karn's Silex to finish it off right there. Amazing card. I think that card, guys, is honestly one of my big chase mythics out of this. More so than the Lotus. I would say Karn's Silex and the Liliana. Very, very happy to see that. I am really hoping to start playing with that card. I love that it shuts off the fetch lands. It shuts off Force of Will, among other things. Drag to the bottom for the rare there, and a beautiful stained glass rare and foil with a mountain full art in the back there. So yeah, very happy with that hit. 5 mythics. As I said, that's typically on the lower end, so pretty happy with this box. We hit the 5, one being the Karn Silex. And before I speak too much, oh, there it is. Rivaz for the last rare, and then we're hitting a normal swamp. So that's it. That is the draft box. Let me know what you guys think of the draft. Very cool that you can still hit these lands. I absolutely love the art on these lands. They are, in my opinion, my new favorite lands. So very happy with those. I know a lot of people are kind of on the fence between those and Kamigawa lands, but just my thoughts. Very cool on the mythics hit here. We have, I just hit that pile down, Sphinx, World Spell, Karn, and Rith Liberated Primeval. So great box. Really loving the product so far, but like I said, we'll see what happens as it ages. I think we'll see a little bit of a retraction in the short term, but overall, very happy with the product. Love to hear your guys' opinion down below. Make sure to use that link for the free $10 on Whatnot. I hope to see you guys there. I stream 4 to 5 days a week on there, and we're doing rips of everything. Older product, new releases, and yeah, there's a lot of great single streamers. You guys can pick up singles for even cheaper than TCG Player most of the time, if not cheaper. And yeah, just a great place to be. Hope to see you guys there. Make sure you use the link down below, and I'll catch you guys later.